I'm going to show you how to create a video with a presentation. So depending on how you want your finished video to look, depends on the way that you would create one of these. I've got two examples for you. They are completely different and you would use them for different kinds of things. And then I'm going to show you how we create each of those examples. Now, I use a Mac computer, so the examples that you'll see today, I'll be using iMovie, but most kind of video editors do fall into the same idea. So you can use whatever video editing software you use, and also kind of whatever voice recording software you use. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to use Audacity to show you today, but you could record your voice on your phone, for example. So long as you have for the audio an MP3 file, then it's absolutely fine. How you record and get that MP3 file, use the technology that you have, that you know, and that you like. So I'm going to share my screen and show you these two examples. This first one is a video that I helped create for Georgie Oldfield at SERPA. And with this one, she takes people through an emotional awareness exercise. So this type of video is great if you want to put a meditation together or an exercise together, and build it more than just your voice. So some people just do these things as an audio recording, that they just record the voice and then people can buy it as an audio download. This is another way of doing it, where you then turn that audio into a video and then you can put it on your YouTube channel. So let me play this one and show you what it's like so that you can get an idea.
I believe that in the Western world, we're really not very good at acknowledging how we feel. We tend to bottle up uncomfortable emotions or avoid.
So for this one, it's not so much that we're going through a presentation, and the images are just images, because really people are listening along and they're going to be closing their eyes and they're going to be going, you know, doing the actual exercise. So you can create images that match whatever it is that you're talking about and put them alongside your audio. If you wanted to create something like this, you would need to record your audio, choose your pictures, make sure that they're not copyrighted pictures, and I'll show you where I got these ones from. And then I like to edit that together and put a little information at the beginning and the end. So for this one, you can see it had that title at the beginning. And if we scroll right to the end, there's a thank you at the end. I can just, there it is. So there's a thank you at the end, and then an end screen if people want to find out more, that they can find out more via that link. So that's quite a good one. This one is my second example. Now this one is more of a presentation style video. It was a while ago, I did this one under the banner of my Refresh Minds company, and helping people how to learn how to blog and be seen as the expert. So I'll play this one a little bit so that you can see how this one differs. This one is me, I've got a presentation, and then it comes up with my video and the presentation.
Hello, I am Zoe Thompson. I found an interesting statistic the other day from a very reliable.
And then here you can see that there's
a blog and how to earn from them. I'm going to share with you the 3 benefits that blogging.
So for this, you've got the presentation in the background, a video over the top, and then me running through it. Okay, so those are the 2 examples, and like I said, they are different depending on what you want the output of that video to look like for whatever it is that you're creating. So let me now swap into Loom so that I can record this screen and show you how I create both of those videos. So the first one that I'm going to show you how to create is the one that I would use if I was doing a meditation or taking through through people through a particular tool or something like that, which is the one with the images and the voice over the top. So for the voice, I use Audacity, which is free. You can download it. I'll leave a link in the description. It works fine on my Mac, but I've had a couple of my community saying that they have a Mac and Audacity doesn't work for them. So so do just see if it works for you, and if it does, then great. If not, like I said, it really doesn't matter how you get the actual audio. You can create the audio on your phone using a voice recorder app. So long as you can download the MP3 file, that's the important bit that you need to do. But I'm going to show you Audacity. So this is Audacity, and it's really simple. You want to obviously decide what it is that you're talking about. Come into Audacity, press record when you're ready. And now you'll see that it'll record my audio, blah, 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 whatever I want to say, take them through the exercise, all that kind of stuff. Press stop. And here we are, we have an audio. Now we can edit it, so I can highlight this little bit and click backspace, and it will take out any bits at the beginning or bits at the end. You can also split it and move things around and do all that kind of stuff, but I'm not going to go into that in this video. Basically, get your audio from Audacity, and then I want to export that as an MP3. And when I click on this, I can title it, so I can put exercise, where I'm going to find it, the MP3. Don't worry about all of this, just do it as it is. Save. Now this is the metadata. This was, if you were going to open this in iTunes, for example, you want it to have your name and your details and things, so you can add that in there to tell it what the information is if you wish. Click OK. It will then download your particular audio to wherever it is that you wanted it to be. We have our audio. The next thing that we want to do is we want the pictures. So for that, I use a site called Pixabay. There you go, Pixabay. And here this is royalty-free imagery. You can use any of these pictures, and that's absolutely fine to use. And for this particular one, I wanted something that was sort of flowers and nature, so I just typed in something like flowers. Be careful, because these ones at the top are iStock, so these ones at the top are paid for images, but these ones underneath, you can choose any of these pictures and you can download them, and you can use them for free. So say I wanted this one, you click on it and then you click free download, pick a size that you want and download, and then that would download. So I went on Pixabay and I picked a group of images that I wanted that were good for this particular audio. So now I've got my audio and I've got my images, and now it's a case of putting it together. So we go into iMovie. I'm going to click for creating a new video. I have 2 iMovie libraries, you probably don't, so this box won't appear for you, unlikely, unless you have different libraries. So here we are in iMovie. Now, most media video recording software has 3 sections. This is what I call the tray. So this is the media that you're going to use in your video and where it's all kept. This is the video preview that you're creating, and this at the bottom is your timeline of what it is that you're going to create. So we need to import the images that we've got and the audio that we've got into our tray. So I'm going to go here. I've already done this one, so I'm going to go to the folder where I keep all these things for Georgie. So I have the audio that Georgie sent me. So Georgie sent me this from the Audacity file that she created. So I can pop that in there. So that's my audio. And then in images, I created a folder, emotional awareness video and free stock images. And I've got all of my images here that I wanted to use. You don't have to use all of them. You can play around with them. Remember, these are just going into the tray. So you can then pick whichever ones that you want. So I'm going to put all of those in so that then I can play with them and see what I want. So now we drag the audio down into here, and that will add the audio into the bottom. It's quite a long audio, is this, so it may just take a minute just to drag it down. So there we go, we've got our audio. It's quite short. I want to zoom in, so I've got it a lot bigger so that I can. So I'll just use this little slider here, and as you can see now, it zooms in. And then I used this image to start us off at the beginning. 4 seconds. What I did is I picked like 5 images that I liked, and then I just split them over the 28 minutes. So we just drag these pictures to last as long as you want them to last. So we could have that one, and then we could have this one. Again, drag that over. So now, if I play this at the bottom, which comes up at the preview window up here, you will see that now I have the images. I believe that in the Western and the audio world, over the top. I don't want this little gap in the audio at the beginning, so I'm going to click on that. I'm going to right click. Let me just do this. Right click, split clip, and then delete this little bit and pull this bit back. So now I don't have that little gap. I believe that in the Western starts immediately. So that's the audio and the pictures, and then I want to put my little titles on. So I go to titles, pick one that I like. It was probably something like this. And then I can double click and I can put emotional. In fact, that was the exact one I used. Emotional awareness exercise. Okay, I can make that a little bit bigger, smaller, whatever it is that I want to do. Okay, so now we have something that looks like the finished article. So if I play this. I believe that in the Western world, we're really not very good at acknowledging how. There we go. So all I did was bring these other, go back to your media, bring these other pictures down, split them up across this audio until I was happy. I put another title at the end on top of this, this one. To say thank you, and then when you're ready, oh, and I created an image that was the website, another JPEG image that was the website, and then I just dragged and dropped this one at the end, so that then at the end there was a nice little, you know, if you want more information, go to this website. But it's exactly the same. All I did was create it in PowerPoint, which you're going to have to do for the next example I'm going to give you, so you'll see how to do that next. And then once you've got that, I dragged that image into the end, just so it had that nice, you know, if you want more information, go to this particular website. When you're ready, you click up here and I export the file, call it what I want, click ready, click next, and it would then download that as a movie. And then, once you have done that, you will have your emotional awareness video to then load up to your YouTube channel. So then you would go into your folder and you would find your video. It would be in here, and then you would just load that video up to YouTube. So I hope that example was helpful for you. So the second video, that example, is this presentation and me going through the presentation. If you want help in creating a branded looking presentation, then I covered that in another AMA video, so you can have a look at that in order to create really good presentations. So we have the presentation here that I created, and I did this all by recording it on Zoom. I'm going to show you that way, but I'm also going to show you another way in case you don't have or don't want to use Zoom. So in the background here, there's 2 of me now. This is Zoom, but I needed to record it on Loom because I needed to show you my screen. So what I basically did was, a little tip for you, which is in another AMA video, is you need to set up your presentation so that it plays in an individual window. I've covered that in another AMA video, but I need to do it for this website, this PowerPoint. So the challenge that we have is in default for PowerPoint, when you click the presentation, it takes over your whole screen, and then you can't go back into Zoom, and you can't manage your video very well. So you want to go into slideshow, set up show, and browse in an individual window and click OK. Now what will happen with this is now when I click to present, it will only be in this window. I can move it, I can see other things in the background. It's great if you are using Zoom to record a video so that you can see what it is that you're doing. So in here, I shared my screen, and now you can see that because it's in its individual window, it comes up as a thing of itself. So we're going to share that. This is how I started the video. I clicked record on Zoom. My mind went blank then. So I clicked record on Zoom, which I can do here, record, and then that recorded this screen, and then I stopped sharing. I went back to me, hello, welcome. I clicked on my other window, which has my presentation, moved that along to the second one. Carried on, this is what we're going to go through, this is how we're going to go through it, and then I share my screen again, and I click this one, and this will share my screen, and it will have my little video head up in the corner, and now I'm into the presentation. I can now just click through my presentation, go through it all, whatever it is that you want to talk about, blah blah blah. If there's any point that you want to come back to yourself, you can just stop share, come back to you, and then again you can just share screen and come back to your presentation. All of this would be recorded through Zoom with your little video at the top, and then get to the end of your presentation. All you do is you stop recording, and then when you end the meeting, I've already recorded something on this, so if I then end the meeting, it will then save that recording for you onto your computer, and voila, you have got your video here that you want to share on YouTube. So that's one way of doing it. The other way to do it, if you don't want to use Zoom and you don't want your image, so you don't want your picture in the top, you want it so that you're just running through the presentation with your voice over the top, then I would create that like I did the first one. So for that one, let me escape out of here. For that one, I want to save all of these slides as a JPEG image. So just like in the first example where we had an audio and then we had a bunch of images and we dragged the images down to the audio where we wanted it, I would do exactly the same for this. So I would bring up Audacity, I would go through my presentation talking about whatever it was that I wanted to do and have that as my audio, and then I would save each of these as a separate JPEG. So how you do that is you go to File, Export, and then down here choose JPEG and choose save every slide as a JPEG. Select wherever it is that you want it to be. I've already done this, so it's already, you know, let's just do it in here. Yeah, let's do it in there. So then export, and all of those slides will then be saved for you to use. And then you can do exactly the same as what we did last time. So in here, it's okay. We would start a new video, a new movie in your library, and once again in your media you would upload your audio, whatever that was, and then you would upload your images, which will be in here. So then I've got all 11 of those slides, I can move them into here, do my audio, and I'd have my audio file, and then I could literally do what I did with the other video and drag down this one and have this one shown for as long as I would like, and then drag this one down and show that one wherever I would like, and build it up exactly the same as what I did with the other one. The difference with this is it would just have this slide, and it would have your audio like the first example that we gave. It wouldn't have the video of you in the corner. But you could build it like this and then click this export file, and that would export your video then that you could use on your YouTube channel. I hope that you have found this video useful. I have shown you 2 different examples of videos that include images and presentations, and how you can create those, and different ways to create those depending on the technology that you have already, or some simple things that you can get. You need something to be able to record your audio. I showed you Audacity, but your phone app would be absolutely fine. I've also shown you the video editing side of things and how you put these things together, whether that's from images or whether that is your presentation turned into images. So I hope that that allows you to play with all those different examples. And I've also shown you Zoom. So if you want to use Zoom, you could record your presentation and have your little video at the side. So let me know what you think of this video and if you found it helpful, and I'll see you next time in the next AMA.